but don't listen. So what are you willing to sacrifice? Everything!
So I just came from watching Him, H-I-M, a 2025 film that stars Marlon Wayans. Actually, the only reason why I watched this was because I saw it has Marlon Wayans. When I see Marlon Wayans, I just remember, the White Chicks movie. That was a nice movie. Anyway, the story follows Marlon Wayans, who is playing Isaiah White, a guy who is about to go into retirement. And then we have this young tuck called Cameron Cade, played by Tyriq Withers, who is supposed to replace him and become the greatest of all time. Now, here's the thing. This movie apparently is a horror.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Horror. It's not even scary. It's not even anywhere close to scary, man. Let's start with some positives. Positive number 1. The actors look fit, and the acting was okay-ish. That is where the positives end. That is where the positives end. Let's go to the negatives now. This story is not compelling. This story is not compelling. The reason it's not compelling is because I don't feel like there are any stakes. You have Cade over here trying to go and replace Isaiah as Isaiah is going out of retirement. But you see, Cade is already famous and he's already thriving. So it's not like a rags to riches story. It's like a riches to richer story. It's like if Cade fails, then he can just go back to his original life. He's not really losing anything. At least when I was watching the film, I didn't feel like he was losing anything. The movie does a time jump. It shows you when he was a kid and his dad was influencing him to like football, and then now he's a grown-up and he's in an interview and he has a beautiful girlfriend and he's famous, fans love him, etc, etc. So I was like, you're just moving from rich to richer. You're not moving from rags to riches. It's a more compelling story when your main character has nothing and then has to go to the top, versus when he's already at the top and he is just trying to reach higher. It's more compelling when he has nothing. But sadly, this story is not compelling to me. There's a scene where he gets knocked on the head by someone in a goat mask. The movie tries to use the symbolism, but it's so dumb. The guy is in a goat mask and Cade is about to become the goat, or he's trying to become the goat.
Oh my God! Wow!
I just found the symbolism to be kind of dumb and on the nose. There's this one scene where Cade is seated on a table, and it looks like that painting of Jesus at the Last Supper, and the way the camera shoots him, it's like he has a crown on his head. It's like we already knew that the movie is trying to show he's the chosen one. You don't have to go all in on the symbolism and be so on the nose. Flow of events to me is not coherent. Most of the times when I was watching the film, I was either
What the fuck?
or I was like,
Okay.
yeah, my reaction was either what the fuck or oh okay. I was just meh, or what the fuck is going on here? There's nothing memorable about this film. I'm not gonna remember it tomorrow. Yeah, it's just not compelling enough for me to remember it. It tries to use gore to come off as scary, but I end up, that meme of Homelander just watching a movie with his face, with a poker face. Yeah, that was me watching this film. And when the movie reaches its climax, I was like, what is this payoff? The payoff was just so underwhelming. Your payoff is supposed to be one big climactic punch, but really it was just meh and kind of predictable. The entire movie I was just watching and I was like, but why? Why? But why? I get that maybe Cam is trying to make his father proud. His father passed away and he's trying to live up to what his father's expectations would have been, but I'm like, why? You already have everything, your life is going well. Why are you trying to go higher when you're already in a good state? And also some of the events on screen are happening and I'm like, I'm like, okay, whatever. I get that the movie's message is, you should go to any extent for success, even if the movie, even if you have to resort to excesses, you should go to any extent for success. But the movie felt kind of generic. The material feels kind of weak and uncompelling. The movie feels like someone watched Sinners. You watched Sinners? I did a review of Sinners. The movie feels like someone watched Sinners, saw that Sinners had two black guys as the lead, and then it had genre blending of like horror and something else. So now someone said, hey, let's make a sports movie that also has horror. Yeah, but Sinners did it really well, and him just... There's this one scene where Marlon Wayans is like, I am him! And I rolled my eyes so hard I nearly saw my brain, bro. Out of 10, I give this movie a 5. I give this movie a 5. It's not trash, but I would put it at like the bottom of my watch list. It's just not compelling. I won't remember it. It's not awful, but it's not good. It's just it's a meh. It's not even mid. It's meh. Typically, when something is mid, I give it like a 6. It's meh. It's meh. It's meh. When it ended as like meh, whatever. It reminded me of so many other movies I've seen. It reminded me of like a Get Out. There's even someone in the movie who says "run," So this movie reminded me of like a Get Out, and it reminded me also of like Midsummer. If you've watched any of those movies, kind of that type of vibe. Yeah, weird stuff is happening. You can tell what's going on, but it's just not flowing well. So everything feels kind of incoherent. Anyway, those are just my raw thoughts about this film. If you watched it, make sure to comment below. I'm not saying it's awful. I'm just saying I won't remember it. It was just a meh. For more reviews, make sure to check out these ones on your screen. Then I just thought of him. Then I'll see you in the next one.